Hello everyone and welcome to Red United TV. It's your boy Ivorian Spaz and welcome back to another volume, the Catch Up 65. Back at it again, another episode, guys. And it's been a drooling, it's been a dampening week for Manchester United fan. It's been annoying so far. I've had it up to here so far as a Manchester United fan, guys. And I know you guys are feeling the same thing. You're feeling my debt, you're feeling my anger. But first of all, welcome you to, of course, the Catch Up where we discuss everything Manchester United, of course. But those who are tuning in, remember to subscribe, smash that like button. Also remember to share, because sharing Ivorian Spice is always caring. And of those who are watching on Twitter, press a like, retweet. And those who are watching on Twitch, of course, make sure you like, of course, smash that follow button as well. We love to get your thoughts on the show as well. Guys, if you got your questions, throw your questions in the comments as well. Get yourself involved. If you got any super chats, throw that up. And also, if you want to contribute to this channel, remember the link description to the PayPal is just down below. You know, as always, let me introduce you to the guys. First of all, thank you guys. As always, you guys have been tuning in, viewing. I'd like to give you thanks, but let me introduce you to my co-host. First of all, I'm all pretty Flurker. It's been an interesting week for Manchester United. Not in terms of good things, but mainly bad things. But how's your week, bro? How are you feeling today, man?
I think today's a bit okay. But this weekend was just terrible. I refused to watch us play, but for some reason I watched 15 minutes, the first 15 minutes, the second half. It's heartbroken. Like it hurts. I feel I got to do the same course to here. It hurt. I'm hurting.
Indeed.
Trust.
It's a funny thing because they here actually represented how we actually feel. So instead of those usual quotes that they get, oh, we're sorry, you know, we're so sorry. We're going to get it right next time. We're going to work hard at it. But big up to you, Amu. Let me bring it up to you, to my second host, of course. We've got Munzi in the talks, man. Make sure you guys subscribe to Munzi Talks. He's just done a show just recently, just now. Have a look at it. Munzi, big up to you. How's your weekend? How are you feeling as a Manchester United fan right now?
Not going to get any better, is it? Ollie's at the wheel. That's what I'll say. Ollie's at the wheel. It's not going to get any better. I'll sum it up with this. There was no effort, no energy, no point. That was it.
Exactly so. No energy, no effort. Just like the way his voice sounds like that. Your voice sounds like the performance of Manchester United. Your energy right now is replicating. Let me bring it up to you, Ems. This time you're not the last one to introduce. You get me, bro? You get me? You know, I take it into consideration.
Bro,
how are you, my bro? How's your week?
Do you know what? Yeah, it's got to the point of ranting and shouting and raving, bro. You just laugh. It's like comedy, bro. Do you know what I mean? I mean, it's just I'm lost for words. Like, it's like giving an Uber driver a car with no license, bro. That's what it's getting to now. Like, what is this? But anyways, I'm cool though. I'm cool.
And then last but not least, big up to Jerome, bro. Jerome, how you been, bro? How's your week, bro?
Yeah, man. All good, man. Obviously not happy with United, so we're just a bit of a banter club at the moment. So at the moment, we're just looking at all the different newspapers just to find out what they're saying about Ollie getting sacked. But there's no news, so we just got to put up with this for as long as we can, really.
And absolutely, there have been no news. Last time they stayed silent for a day, but this time we're just surprised. Why are they so silent? Nothing's coming. Oops, M's done one of his customary leave the group chat type of thing, right now. That's a normal thing. But yes, as I was saying, guys, why are they not doing anything now? Why are they not saying anything? They're keeping them so silent. We're hoping, God damn it, guys, man. Don't tell me you guys are not thinking about sacking him, man. It's international week. You said you gave him 3 games. Come on, do something. But yeah, guys, we are here to talk about, first of all, the game. Manchester United getting flogged by Man City 2-0. Manchester United not doing anything, not being able to just throw a punch, land a jab, land a glove, anything to Man City. In fact, they sat back. First of all, big up Yaya, who's tuned in as well. He says, "What's up, people? What's up to you, my friend?" And of course, Bruno Fernandes that also said that, "I can't believe we have allowed this to happen at Old Trafford again." Boy. He also said, "We're racing for top 4 at this rate." Big ups to him, though. Unfortunately, he's not tuning. He just left us some kind messages before we went live as well. But yes, let me bring it up to the gantry, It is what it is. Manchester United 0, Man City 2. Manchester United getting moved to Old Trafford by the noisy neighbours, unable to resist from the noises that's coming from Man City, folded to the noise. In fact, knocked on their door, said, "Can you please turn down the noise, before I call the police?" Unfortunately, the police did nothing in terms of coming to save us, because I tried to call them and say that I'm witnessing sexual harassment, I'm witnessing rape. Can you please come and stop this game? Man City is raping Manchester United. But unfortunately, it never happened. They went through the 90 minutes. There was no feds. We lost 2-0. Manchester United unable to lay a glove. Man City, absolutely disgusting. Man City making no subs, well, made me feel sick. It made us look like we're shit. And with Pep, it looked like he was taking the piss out of us. Like, I don't need to make no subs. I don't need to try. I really don't. They ain't got nothing on us. All he can't do is shit. It showed how comfortable Pep was against us, which really pissed me off, which we'll talk about later in the game. But let me get Munzi's thoughts on the game first of all. Munzi, let us know. Spit some facts. Speak to the audience. Let them know how you feel.
I feel great. The Liverpool game cheered me up a bit, but we'll talk about that later. But it's just like the first half, like I was watching it with my son, and it's just like there was nothing, no press, nothing. When we play City, there's usually a press. Like I don't think Pep's beat us for a while, has he, under Ollie? Which is like, so that's how bad it's gone. It's just, I think Ollie deep down knows. I think after the Liverpool game, he knows that, he must go home and say to his missus, "Still got a job, love." She must be like, "Whoa," do you know what I mean? These are clowns, aren't they? Because it's just, there's not one YouTube channel saying Ollie in, not one. But yeah, first half we was absolutely crap. Just no effort, as I said earlier, no effort, no passion, nothing. Second half was a bit better, but weren't great, was it? But just could you imagine though if Ronaldo would have won the City, they'd have hammered us. They should have hammered us. That I know people are saying, "Oh, we only lost 2-0," but that game was worse than the Liverpool game because they just didn't bother, did not try at all, and I can't see how still in a job. Do you know what I mean? If I'd done that at my place and didn't even bother and didn't do nothing, yeah, I'd be sacked. So why an E? Just move on. I'm gonna have a cry.
We don't really want to see a man crying on YouTube right now. So let me just switch it up to Jerome. Jerome, let us know how you felt and your thoughts on the game against Man City.
Well, my thoughts on the game and the performance was absolutely embarrassing. It was a shambles. I think that's probably the worst I've ever seen United play, ever. That's how bad it was. We literally only had 4 touches in their box, 1 shot on target, and you couldn't even really classify that as a proper shot on target. That was just Ronaldo making something out of nothing.
We had more shots on our own goal than
Exactly.
theirs.
Yeah, we could have had 2 own goals if it wasn't for De Gea. Like, it's just like to even digest how bad it was is like we can't even describe it in words because we didn't do anything. Ollie said before the game that he was going to look to play on the front foot. We did anything but play on the front foot. We were so passive. all the players were nervous. We could hardly string a few passes together. It was just embarrassing. The players didn't know what they were doing. So I don't know what kind of direction they had, apart from just putting all their guys behind the ball. But yeah, it's not a good time to be a United fan right now. And I don't know how they could move forward from that performance, because you can't just flip it on and off like a tap. So we've got these 2 weeks now, and I expect something to happen, because Ollie's definitely lost at least half of those players. And if you've lost half of those players, how are you meant to move forward as a team when when hardly anyone's going to be pulling their weight? So we haven't heard any news now, because we know that our ball are always moving slow. But I'm just hoping that they can come to their senses and do something over these next 2 weeks, because we can't carry on like this. It's not just going to magically just get better. But we've got a manager that's incapable of turning this around. We saw it after the Liverpool game, that he wasn't capable of turning it around. And now we've just been embarrassed by City. He didn't even try. We just strolled it around and had us chasing the shadows for the whole 90 minutes. It's just like, why are we not making a change? What is the agenda here? There's something that we don't know about for them to not have already pulled the plug already. So right now, we just have to just sit tight and just hope that a decision is made in these next 2 weeks, because at this moment, the football that we're playing is unbearable to watch at the moment. It's just absolutely just disgraceful.
Isn't that good?
We should be challenging for the title. Now it looks like we're struggling to challenge for the top four. And we finished second last season, and that's looking like a fourth position now, because we're not in any sort of we're not playing in the COVID environment where there's no fans and other teams have had hella injuries. Now it's just like an even playing field, and we're just struggling now because there's no style of play. And now Ollie's being exposed now, and from here on, and everything he says, it's not going to have any sort of credibility, because he's just chatting all the rubbish now to the media, and even they can see it now. So we just have to sit tight and see what happens, because that game was just an absolute shambolic performance from United.
Yeah, big ups to you as well. Big up to Bruno Fernandes that also said, I can't even say at least it's not as bad as Arsenal anymore. Weekend and weekend ruined as well. Like, he also said that, again, won't be in today, so I'll leave a few messages. Big ups to him. You've got Yahya, who also says as well, I agree with De Gea should definitely be captain, which Bruno Fernandes says also De Gea should be captain, not the Fridge, which we can discuss about that later on. Of course, you got big up Dipanshu that says, if you think your life is tough, just remember De Gea is not the only that has to stop opposition players from scoring, but he also has to stop the teammates from scoring a goal against him. And then, of course, big up to Yaya as well. Says that, come on, panelists, of course, guys, cheer up, bro. He is right. Everyone out here is mocking Manchester United.
That's what I'm saying. All opposition fans are saying Ollie in.
Big up to Ems, of course. Hashtag Mr. Ollie out himself, bro. Let's spit some facts, man. Let me know how you felt about that loss against Manchester
let me tell
City.
you. Do you know what it is, right? Yeah, fam. If you do the training session, yeah, you practice your shape work and that, and you got the 11 doing the shadow work, yeah, and you got the other team. That's what it was, bro. Literally, someone was practicing their coaching badges, bro. That would have been the perfect game to watch, bro. That's embarrassing, yeah. That game, yeah, that could have been a flipping a non-league side playing a Premier League side. It's a joke, bro. It's a joke, bro. And you know one thing about Ollie, yeah, which I have no respect for him, yeah. So you think, yeah, you got the 3-0 win against Tottenham, yeah. You think your audacity to play 3-5-2 and think, yeah, I've fumbled upon something, bro. It shows me he got no tactical ideas, no knowledge, no nothing, bro. Like that's not the plan. The start of the season was not the plan to play 3 at the back, and then man trying to hide weaknesses by adding another defensive player to the back. Yeah, this is a joke, bro. So for me, I've had enough, bro. I don't even get angry no more. I just see it as comedy. Like I just don't know what to say. And then to make things worse. Man City didn't make one substitution, bro. One sub, bro. I just don't know. I don't know where we go from here. The only way we can go from here, he has to leave the club. And then you know what's funny, yeah? I was watching Sky Sports News, yeah, today. Oh, wait, actually, yesterday I was watching Sky Sports News, yeah. Did I hear something like breaking news? So I was smiling, like my eyes were lighting up, right? Then it says Dean Smith. I was like, what's this? Like, I was fuming, bro. I was like, so wait, we lost like Dean Smith. This man's still in charge, blood. So I thought, all right, cool. We'll wait till Monday, which is today. So I'm on Sky Sports News because I'm off work today.
Mm-hmm.
So I was saying, I'm here breaking news, man. And I was like, oh, please. And then there's going to be no change. Ollie will be in charge as normal. I was like, nah, this club has got no mentality, nothing. I'm done. I was like, I'm done. So what? Man got hammered 5-0 against Liverpool.
Yeah.
Basically got flipping outplayed by Man City. It should have been more than 2-0, but Man City just, playing tiki-taka, yeah? And man's still going to be in charge against Watford, blood. Oh, I don't know, bro. But for me, the only way forward, he has to leave. But at this moment, Man United board, I don't know what's going on. They just want to wait for when something's mathematically impossible. But why do that now? Why do that? I don't know, man. You have to see.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to talk about Gary Neville later on as part of the show. Of course, we've got Gary Neville in there. Of course, last but not least, let me bring it up to of course, you pretty fucker. Of course, I don't know whether you watched the match or you just saw the highlights because these days, you're not about this anymore. What was your thoughts on Manchester?
I did watch the highlight. But I watched the first. Literally, I didn't want to watch it, but I remember left a message in the group saying something. I was like, let me watch the second half. Because obviously I want to watch City play United. And just the first 15 minutes, I couldn't bear. I just turned off the TV, start doing something else. It was shameful. Like all the guys said, it's shambolic. Like it's the worst feeling you can ever have. And this is not even someone that came from far, It's like your next door neighbor came to your house, banged up your wife, like let you watching that. And like made her look like a guys, sorry for the language, but made her look like a hoe or something. And you can't do nothing. You powerless.
Nah, that ain't right, because that'd have been more entertaining. That wasn't that good.
Well, that's how it feels like. That pain. It's just saying. For some reason, every time United do something, every time we play like this, I know the Liverpool match and the Man City match, the more when you play rubbish against these big clubs, it makes you feel like, when your wife or your girlfriend is cheating, but you just can't break up with her. When you're about to break up, friends get involved or family members get involved. Oh, try and work things out. That's the bud members, the family and friends. That's the bud. They're always asking us to work things out, but how many times are you going to ask us to work things out? It's just shameful to see us play the way we played. And it's just shameful to see Man City do what they do against us. And they don't really beat us like that since this guy been there. They want to say his name, but they just show them this is how football is meant to be played. No effort.
That's it. No effort there, of course. As Yaya said, big ups to him. He said, how do you lot feel about Neville? Which I said again earlier on. We will get into it later on in the show. Big up to X-Rash. Make sure you press that follow button as well. Says, hi, guys. Of course, says Manchester United up or Man City down. Of course, Man City down, of course, but we're Manchester United fans, as you see, bro. Big ups to you. We've got, of course, Stupid Flavor, and has this kind of symbols right there. Big ups to you as well who are tuning in, of course, on Twitch. But yes, guys, as you saw that performance, as we can discuss now it's open. Manchester United, for that whole 90 minutes, guys, had one shot, which one shot attack, which was the Cristiano Ronaldo. Apart from that, didn't lay a glove against Man City. Horrible performance. Pep again, guys, didn't even make a substitution. Conceding the first goal so early, guys. Of course, Eric Bailly trying to clear off his line. Would you guys think that Eric Bailly was at fault there by any chance?
I wouldn't say he was at fault. That was actually a difficult like cross to actually defend against. Like if you're in the position that he was in, you would have had to like have a lot of accuracy to direct it like, away from goal. Like any one of that back four could have easily slashed it into their own net. For the fact that City were given 2 opportunities to cross it in, just shows you how shambolic our defense was anyway. City shouldn't even had the chance to cross it in twice. So I would not blame Brian at all for that, to be honest. And it was quite shameful to scapegoat him and take him off at half time for that, because apart from that, he didn't really do anything wrong as a defender.
And one thing I have to say, I was fully upset with the whole situation in terms of, he played 5 at the back, but you take off Bailly to make him as a scapegoat. When Lindelof, who's just come back from injury, you could decide to keep him on. Which baffles me, man.
He's a coward, bro. He don't trust his squad. He's a coward. He's a coward, bro. And I'll tell you that for free. He's a coward, bro. He takes the easy option. He takes the easy options. He don't like to make big ballsy decisions. Where I think the fridge and the wheelie bin should have come off the pitch at half time. So there was a joke, an absolute joke, an embarrassment. I'm at McTominay, bro. I get pissed off when Roy Keane will be having a go at Fred, and they're talking about McTominay, young player, learning his trade, bro. Man, 25 next month, bro. He's not no fucking young player. He's not no fucking young player. Excuse my language, bro, but it just pisses me off, bro. Every week, bro. Live and die by Matt Fred, Matt Fraud, Matt shit, bro. Whatever you want to call them, bro. It's just annoying, bro. And back to the goal. I think Bruno Fernandes could have done more. Because this guy was jogging, thinking, maybe Cancelo's going to cut it back and cross it. But no. Cancelo crossed it with his left foot. He's a world-class footballer. Forget him being a world-class fullback, world-class footballer. Yeah? And I'm just like, I don't know, man. This Man United team, I don't know where we go from here, man. Like, he has to leave, Oli. That's what I'm going to say. What's he saying? Yeah.
Bailly and De Gea are the best players. It's unfortunate. How are you going to sub off someone that's just saved your ass against Atlanta and just make him escape?
He's a coward. I told you.
That's exactly it. That's what I don't get. He's our best defender. If it wasn't for Bailly, we would have lost against Atlanta and probably been out of the Champions League. That's how fine margins it was.
But can I ask you something? Yeah, how many chances is the wheelie bin and the fridge gonna get, bro? Because, bro, how many goals? Led to goals, bro. But yet, man, still keep playing and still keep playing, bro. Like, I don't get it, like. Bro, and he's not ruthless, bro. He don't make ballsy decisions. If he benched Maguire, I'll be like, right, that's ballsy, bro. You get me? But I don't know, man.
He ain't gonna do that now because he knows his job's on the line. That's why he keeps his favourites. He's not gonna do it now, is he? So I mean, like he only put Van der Beek on because the crowd were cheering it, and then he put Van der Beek on. You think, we're gonna go forward. He puts him in a double pivot, and he can't play that. He don't play that. Why don't he play some strength?
He loves double pivot. He likes side by side, blood. That's what he likes, bro. That's what he likes. But
he needs the balls to blooming drop Ronaldo as well. If he had balls, he'd drop Ronaldo as well. And it's not Ronaldo's fault because end of the day he should be playing to Ronaldo's strengths, but he ain't got a fucking clue, has he? Just end of the day, until he goes, it ain't gonna change, is it? It's gonna be it's gonna be poor. The team's got worse. How can it get worse? It's got worse. Bro, someone saying give De Gea the captain's armband. You shouldn't give a goalie captain's armband. You got to give it someone else.
No, but honestly speaking, I was saying earlier on, Manchester United always pick managers on their longest serving players, and I wouldn't say Phil Jones, one of the most senior players. And I should have went straight to David De Gea, not Harry Maguire. But you was gonna say some things beforehand.
Like, it's just upsetting to see everyone run in, and to be honest with you guys, it's like we've been saying the same thing over and over and over again. But the funny thing about this whole situation is things never getting better, and it just makes me sit and look at you guys and thinking, like, what the hell is the bot doing? I can see everyone's frustration, I can literally tell, like, we all frustrated, like, just because we love this club. But when things ain't working, you always try and put 2 and 2 together and try and see what's the situation. What is the board doing about everything? And just because we don't have an answer, we don't have, like we say, urge to know what's going on. Like, it's hurt. Like all I can see is just be the hair right now. I'm hurting, and I'm gonna use that word for a very long time till things change.
Definitely, yeah. And then of course, guys, no, seriously, no. I want to ask you a question. What was your thoughts on Pep not actually making a sub?
I think
Actually, you know what?
oh,
He was resting his players. He found the easy option.
His players won't even work. You know, like if you've constantly got the ball, you're not going to be tired.
Nah,
So there was no need for him to make a sub because everyone was just relaxed on the pitch. It was like a training session for them. You could see that our players were exhausted, chasing shadows for 90 minutes.
But you think our players, like you look at it, like Lindelof come back, he's injured. Shaw and Maguire look shattered. It's not an excuse, but you know he brought Maguire back. Look what he done with Varane. He brought him back too early because he don't trust the others. He don't trust in it. He can't have like we've got a squad like Arsenal have got 11 players, and then after that they ain't got anyone else. But we've got a squad, and he just don't rotate it. Now, what's the point having all these players? You know, what's the point playing centre and then left midfield? It's just like.
I was talking about the substitution of Pep. Like, I want to know what your thoughts are.
For me,
Pep not making no subs on Manchester United.
For me, it just told me that Pep don't rate us, blood. He don't rate the guy next to the PE teacher, bro. He don't rate him, blood. I think my PE teacher would have done a better job than Oli Solskjær, bro. I tell you that.
Yeah, mine would have.
Bro, real talk, blood. Listen, for me, he don't rate him, bro. You don't rate him. I think Pep was happy, bro.
You know what it is? Basically, United did not do anything to Ederson's goal. So he's looking at it is that because United are not actually doing nothing, we're actually obsolete as a team. There's no need to make any subs because there was nothing. They weren't being in trouble. So it's like, if you're not in trouble, why are you going to make a change?
Like Jerome said, they didn't do it. I mean, they were walking pace. They were just they could have carried on for another 90 minutes. They still didn't look. They didn't look knackered. Do you know what I mean? Because they just did tiki taka.
Did you see the intensity? Did you see the intensity though? Even in the 90th minute, you got the ball. I saw De Bruyne, Silva, Bernardo, Harry and them, bro. Like it was the first minute of the game, bro.
Guys,
you know what's even more embarrassing? We played on the Tuesday at Atlanta. They played on the Wednesday, and Oli used to complain about that in the past about playing on Wednesdays and then Saturday lunchtime. But City did it, and they still didn't even have to make a sub. So that just adds insult to injury.
Exactly.
And literally, just to make a sub. Like, just to emphasize on what you guys said, just how, like I said, like I've been saying, we've all mentioned it before. It's a significant difference between the team that's well drilled and the team that just goes there to do whatever they want to do. Because, like, all we've seen is Oli can't look. I feel like the players don't want to play for Oli, and Oli lost control of this team itself. And just that game says a lot of things about the players. They're not happy about certain things, and literally Oli needs to go. If that's what everyone's saying, Oli needs to go, because I've been saying that for the past 3 years ago. I just kept quiet about it in recent days.
Now, let me move on to the next part, guys. Of course, Muzzy, I'm going to ask you this question, yeah? Marcus Rashford, who has apparently been reported to be ill throughout the week after the Atlanta game, yeah? Of course, he was sick. He hasn't been training. Now, against Man City derby, he throws him in ahead of players who are fit. What does that mean? What does that say for Ole Gunnar Solskjær himself to throw in Marcus Rashford after he's been ill? He hasn't been training. Why would you throw him in the game ahead of other players? Are you really trying to lose the trust or break the relationship with your players? What's your thoughts on that?
What it just shows you is that
Monty, Jerome. Monty first, and then everyone else can follow.
Yeah, just like he did it. He did it last season when he was injured, didn't he? Rashford was injured for quite a lot of the season last year, and he done the same thing. You know, my rant about Rashford, he's come back and he's been brilliant. You know what I mean? He's had that. He's fully recovered, but he keeps seeming to do, like I said earlier, Varane. He shoved him back in. He's injured again now. You know, he just seems to be doing it. He doesn't trust certain players, and I have heard the media saying that some players are saying, "Yeah, he has got favourites," but it's up to him. And now he's going to be even worse because he needs to keep his job. So it's going to be worse now. But yeah, I'm not like I didn't know Rashford was sick, but I knew he wasn't training. But yeah, I'm not surprised with him because he's done it before. It's wrong, but you know he's trying to save his job, isn't he?
And Jerome, as you were saying, as you're about to say,
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Basically, he's got his favourites that he picks, and the players that he doesn't play, he knows that if he puts them on, they're probably not going to do a job for him because they haven't been playing. They're not match fit. Like, you can't just throw someone like McTominay or Martial and then they haven't been playing and putting them in such a big game like that and expecting them to do something. So even though Ollie's got a massive squad, realistically, he's only got a small number of players that he can actually play because he doesn't rotate his squad. And because now he's desperate to keep his job, he's just only going to use players that he can trust. So he's almost handicapped himself now. So he's got a massive squad, but he can only use half of it. And that's why we're getting all these injuries and he's rushing players back. So he's basically snooking himself, basically. So it's like, long term, how's this going to work? When most of your players that you don't play, they don't even want to play for you because they've had enough of you, because you're just picking your favourites all the time, even if they're not even fully match fit.
He keeps talking about this so-called Man United DNA, bro. Yeah, you don't know the bloody meaning of it, bro. If you knew the meaning of it, then he'd stick to it. Yeah, because as far as I've known, Man United, bro, we always rotate and we trust our players, bro. He does the complete opposite.
absolutely.
Yeah. So he don't know, and he talks about this. Oh yeah, Sancho's a Man United player, but yeah, you're playing three at the back. Like, what's all that about, bro? He contradicts himself so much. Yeah. Why should Sancho, who's the other, Van der Beek, and others that don't play, come onto the pitch and do him a favor? Why should they, bro? If I'm Van der Beek, bro, I tell him to come after 5 minutes. I've been here two seasons, and I'll tell him to fuck off, bro. Why should I? No, but like, call it unprofessional, but it's like, 40 million. You made me come from Holland to England, move in, everything, and then basically I'm coming to train knowing I'm gonna sit on the bench. It's bullshit, bro. Are you not trying to tell me, yeah, this guy cannot play ahead of Fred and McTominay? Are you taking the piss?
Ems, if Jemba can have opportunity to play at United, why not Van der Beek? That's what I gotta say.
Bro.
Why not Van der Beek?
Let me interject, guys. Of course, big up to you guys who are tuning in on Twitch and also YouTube and also Twitter. Make sure you smash that like button, share, subscribe to the channel, of course, and follow the Twitch account as well if you're watching on Twitch, and especially follow the YouTube account. Just climb over to YouTube and just subscribe and watch from there. Big up to Barbados MUFC that says Pep not making any sub. Why would Pep bring on Formula One drivers to play versus Uber drivers? Definitely true, bro. Why would you? And big up Yaya who says that, yeah, they are freestyling. Ollie thinks he's playing FIFA Street. Definitely. Big up Nigerian Englishman. Make sure you guys subscribe to One Touch TV, who says that Flacco, stop talking badly about my guy Ollie. You've been warned. Big up to you've got, of course, Yaya saying ole. And of course, Queen saying that you guys know they would not sack Ollie. They would have done it today if they wanted to. Look at the Tottenham Ollie ex Man United for life. See, people are just trolling us, bro. And of course, you got Yada says Queen trust. They don't realize it's there. He's there for life. Oh gosh, this is.
Yeah, bro. Keep your comments to yourself, bro.
Hey, do not have a go at my viewers. You know, respect my viewers, bro. They're here to make things entertaining. English rest of the Van der Beek needs to move in Jan, no matter what they say, which is an interesting thing to talk about. But guys, I want to move up to the parts. Of course, you know the quotes, the players' quotes, and also the media quotes. Let's start it off with. Actually, let's leave this. Actually, let's start off with Roy Keane's quote first. Yeah, of course, we'll talk about Roy Keane later on in the show. Roy Keane said that, of course, hashtag says, if Ollie walked in here now, I'll grab him and ask him, why are you playing Fred in the middle of the park? Which I actually thought that was a bit too much. Roy Keane also said, I think Ollie will be under more pressure tonight than he was after the Liverpool game. Ollie was shook up in that post-match interview. I mean, what do you think about Roy Keane's comments there?
I think it's good to hear people like him saying what he believes that can help the club. Even though sometimes I feel like he's biased, he's a little bit aggressive about certain things, but we do need people like him. I just think he should have asked, he should have turned the question around and asked Oli, why can't you just pack your things and leave this club first? Because you clearly not good enough. Not like you attacking these individual players don't make sense for me. But you got the same manager playing the same individuals week in, week out. Like you guys just mentioned, he's got his favorites. He believes in these players. So you saying that you've seen it, you good pundit, for me make no sense. Say the right thing. Ask the manager, why are you still at this club when we all know you're not capable enough to move this club to another level?
And of course, Munzi, I was gonna bring you in, but I will bring you in later. Who else, guys? What did you guys think of Roy Keane's opinion as well? Munzi, you're back. He says that, Munzi, my guy, I wanted you to address the Keane statement. I'll read it again. If Oli walked in here now, I would grab him and ask why are you playing Fred in the middle of the park? And also, I think Oli will be under the more pressure tonight than he was after the Liverpool game. Oli was shook up in that post-match interview, which he really was.
Yeah. Well, as you said, like, I don't think I can name one decent player from that game. But yeah, getting Fred, saying why is Fred playing there when McTominay's just been as bad. It's a bit, But yeah, well, Keane can say, Keane can say what he wants. He just, but I don't know. I don't know about Keane because he didn't really leave us in great shape when he left, did he? So, but he's entitled to his own. He's entitled to his own opinion. He's telling it like it is. But yeah, well, singling out Fred when the whole team was crap, it's a bit too much. We all know Fred and McTominay ain't good enough for United. We all know that. But yeah, singling out Fred was a bit too much, I think.
It's true. And Ems, I'm gonna bring this one up to you. He says Gary Neville on Social Future. He says, I don't think there's any chance they'll make a decision this season unless it gets bad, and it is getting so bad. But it's getting so bad. So why would you think that they won't make any decisions? What did you think of Gary Neville's quote right there?
So me personally, yeah, are you not surprised though? He's not gonna get onto his teammate, bro. The only pundits are gonna do that are players that people haven't played for the club, innit? But Gary Neville, right? He's a hypocrite because he's the manager at his club after I think was it 4 or 5 months, and now man's coming talking about Oli should wait to end of the season. Why? Bro, it's bullshit, bro. It's bullshit. But for me, I just feel like none of these players are gonna get onto Oli, innit, which is fine. But they should be realistic and just say, he's just not it's not worked. You don't have to say he's not good enough, just say it hasn't worked. You know what I'm trying to say? There's a way of saying things, you know what I mean? Like, for instance, I feel like Roy Keane never gets onto McTominay. Is it because man's got a British passport or something? Because it's not fair. Like,
definitely, it's because you got a British passport. I think you have to favor your own as well. You have to always support your own, regardless of the country that you're in.
But
your own.
You cannot do that. That favoritism there is really wrong. It's so wrong. It's football. It's global sport. It's not based in one country. This is global. We got Manchester United fans all over this globe. So that's really wrong.
He does say McTominay are not good enough, yeah. He does say that, but you can see it when it's Fred, bro. You see his eyes, blood. You see it, bro. It's almost like hatred, blood. But McTominay's like, no, he's a young player. He's not in his trade. Blah blah blah. I'm like, bro.
He said it was Strangle Mama on live TV, because he played Fred. Did you hear that?
Yeah. Oh, just only Fred, Fred,
Everyone
else. I was struggling with McTominay.
It was funny at the time.
I was struggling with Oli.
But I shouldn't be singling out one player because the whole team was atrocious.
No, he normally attacks. Yeah, these are people who normally attack. The keeper, Wan-Bissaka, and Fred. They're the 5 after, bro. Fact. If you look back in YouTube clips, you know, blood.
Big up to Nigerian Englishman that says, why is Gary scared to say Oli should be sacked? Is there a treble winner group chat that he will be kicked out of, or what? United fan entitled to have your United fan has to lead with entitlement to wait. Why am I not reading that right? United fans entitlement has lead to where you are now. Oh my god, led. I don't even know. It's these glasses and the sunlight. Guys, let me tell you right now. I have a degree. Yeah, first of all, before you think I can't read, just that these lights are in my spectacles, and it makes it hard. As you can see, the reflection on my shades makes it hard for me to read things on another computer screen. You know, lens upon lenses upon lenses. It's gonna be difficult, guys. Come on, guys. Big up to Yaya that says that Michael Richards showed more passion than ex-Man United players, which is true.
I agree.
He really did. And of course, the Nigerian Englishman says the biggest mistake was not giving Oli a rolling contract that is reviewed end of each year. As soon as you went on your 10-game win streak, everyone on the panel was Oli at the wheel
stressed.
And look stressed now.
I'm stressed.
You
Bro,
know, he really does.
Nigerian Englishman, yeah. He took more sense typing than he is when he's on the fucking podcast last week.
I know the Nigerian Englishman. He'll show up when United are losing.
Like he's a troll, you know. He's a troll.
No, but
like he does in that civilized way as well.
Do the same. Yeah, exactly.
Like he does in that civilized way, but he's a troll.
Let's move on to some more. So some Oli quotes now because we haven't got there yet. Oli's gone on social regarding his future when they asked him. He says, "No, I don't think." Yeah, because they asked him if he's on borrowed time. He said, "No, I don't think. I have a good communication with the club all the time, which is upfront and honest. I work for Man United Football Club. I want the best for Man United. As long as I'm here, I want to improve this." And again, Oli Gunnar Social says, "At the moment, we are far off the top teams. The demand on me and the players are going to be high, and we have to get back to what we started to look like. We have the players to do that." A couple of weeks ago, Oli, you said we're just close. We're this close. You know, we've gone too far. Now, all of a sudden, at the moment, we are far off the top teams. I thought we got so close to exactly whatever you wanted to do, guys. First of all, let me just get my opinion on that because I just think that Oli's just full of shit. First of all, for the things that he just said right there, you know. Honestly speaking, Oli's future, he's on borrowed time. Everybody knows that he's on borrowed time. We all can see it. Like now, the media's all talking about it. Is he on borrowed time? When the media's asking these questions, they know, bro, you deserve to be sacked right now. Like, it's peak right now for you, you know. And the fact that the presenter himself, I forgot, was it Jeff Shreves asked him that twice. He said, "Oli, are you on borrowed time?" No, Oli, stop deflecting. Are you on borrowed time again? You're not answering my question. He's always deflecting. Now, what do you think of Oli's statement right there? Because he doesn't think he's on borrowed time. He thinks that, of course, we're a bit far off from the top teams.
No, when he said we're a bit far off from the top teams, yeah, and you made a reference to what he said like 2 weeks ago or last week, just remind me of what said last week on the show. No, Jerome said last week on the show. Say, Oli, someone should go look at Oli's press releases, you know, just to see the things that he says every single week. It's the same thing, but different answer. Same thing, different answer. And you can't just take this guy serious, though, for real, because you can't take him serious. He's telling you I'm going to play 4-3-3 in the beginning of the season. But he's telling I'm going to play 4-3-3 at the beginning of the season, yeah? But now we're playing 5-3-2. So how am I going to take you serious? And at the end of the day, yeah, he might not want to come out because he acts like he's intelligent. He acts like this nice person. Like it's all gimmick. Like it's a fraud. Like he can't say he's going to get sacked. But we all know if the board sits down and make the right decision, Oli should get sacked. This ain't just we saying Oli should get sacked because we don't like Oli. It's just his performances, the things that he brings on the table for us to look at. It's not good enough. So he needs to go. And all I can say, Oli chat shit.
Like even Roy Keane said it. You see, Roy Keane, he said that after watching the interview that Oli was struggling. he just looked so timid in his interview. Like you could almost sense that he wasn't even believing what he was saying himself. So he's definitely on borrowed time, and he knows it. That anything he says from here on in, it's not even going to be believable. Like he said, 2 weeks ago, he said that we're so close. This week, he's saying that we're far behind the top teams. That Jeff Street asked him what's he going to. We said Jeff Street said that we've been here a few times now. What are we going to do to turn it around? And he can't even give you a proper answer. He's just waffling shit. Oh yeah, work harder, and like, you've got to do something better than that to convince the fans that you know what you're doing.
Bro, listen, bro, yeah. I stopped listening to his shit, yeah. The day he said, yeah, Alexis Sanchez is staying, he's gonna do some bits for us, bro. And the next day, man's gone to Inter Milan, bro. Fam, I stopped listening to his shit, bro. I was like, oh, this is bullshit, bro. Bro, but it's true, bro.
No, you don't read the comments.
That's a good one, bro. That's a very good one.
It is.
Like, I forgot about that, you know.
You know, because I said that earlier, that Oli was saying that some of these players ain't going to be playing for Man United. Sanchez left on his own accord. He wasn't told to leave. He wanted to leave. He didn't want to play under some bullshit regime. That's why he was gone. Oli was just talking shit to us, trying to sell us dreams. Meanwhile,
Oli is a fraud.
He was already plotting his move away.
Bro, he also said, remember this one, Everton, I'm going to be successful here. The other players that someone going to stay with me somewhere. Bro, there's a lot of statements from I can reel back off, you know, bro. Oli, that shit, bro.
No,
I
won't be surprised.
He's gonna play a lot of games, bro.
Van der Beek, example, Van der Beek. What has he said in the media about Van der Beek? What has he been saying about Van der Beek? When the season started, he said he was going to give Van der Beek chances, right? How many minutes has he got on his belt? Has he got up to 50 minutes on his belt?
Bro, I have more minutes with my woman in bed than Van der Beek right now, bro.
Trust me. That's true, though.
I put in more minutes than Van der
Can
Beek.
you believe that the fans cheered when Van der Beek came on with 10 minutes to go? Because they were even laughing, thinking, what the hell is he supposed to do? They haven't even, United didn't even have the ball. And they put in Van der Beek on for 10 minutes to do what? What is he supposed to do?
Though?
Chase shadows for 10 minutes, and then everyone's going to say, oh, Van der Beek didn't have a good game.
Perfect politician.
Perfect
politician.
Sure.
Spice, I did tell you that.
I think the fans are turning against Oli still. I think the fans are turning against Oli now. They're now siding with Van der Beek because they think. I remember Paul Ince even said it, bro. He's taking the piss out of Van der Beek, bro. Taking the piss.
He's taking the piss out of his life.
Paul Ince said, bro, he goes, bro, what do you want me to do after how long I've been waiting, bro? I was about to tell him to fuck off, like I told you.
You think I'm gonna save you? I hope Van der Beek don't save him, you know.
Let me intercept. I want to give you some more, of course, from the Oli quotes. You know, it is very difficult to talk now, of course, because we started the game off badly, passive, and when they get the first goal, it was always going to be a difficult game. Anyway, but being 1-0 down was hard. David De Gea kept us in the game, some good stops, and then they scored a goal. They always score. Cancelo cuts inside, crosses the back stick, and that we know that's going to happen. You know, the thing that he said that, let me have it again. Cancelo cuts inside, crosses to the back stick, that we know that's going to happen and it shouldn't happen. So you know it's going to happen, but it did happen. So you don't really work on it. You know what I'm saying, guys? I'm going to break it down to you. He doesn't work on it. He's talking about stuff that he knows what's wrong with the team, but they don't work on it. That's what he said. Because we be conceding goals from the left and the right hand flank wings for a while. All our goals has been the same. You can literally just press copy and paste, and it's the same thing. Evans, I know you want to talk, but I'm not done yet.
Sorry. I'm just limiting to myself. Sorry.
You're itching. I hear you, fam. I hear you. It's emotional right now, guys. Big up to you guys for tuning in. Smash that like button. Remember to subscribe. Throw in your comments as always, guys. It's a disappointment, of course. It's hard to talk at the moment. We're playing against a good team. Don't forget that. But we were nowhere near with our standards and levels can be, and that's something that we have to get back. We've got to get back to being on the front foot, which we've never ever been on the front foot under Ole Gunnar Solskjær. So I don't know what he's talking about. Being more aggressive. You see this thing that he talks about. He doesn't even implement in his team. Being more aggressive, we've never been. Maybe circumstances have made us a little bit more cautious. The circumstances that you're in has made you a bit more cautious because you play 5 at the back and we still concede. I can't take this guy's shit sometimes. Talking about the results, is the result and the manner of the goal we concede, of course, we're disappointed with them, but we have to make it. You know what? I can't do this no more. I'm not gonna lie. Guys,
What makes me laugh? What makes me laugh
I
is when
really
they,
can't do this.
after the game they go, "Oh yeah, Ollie was waiting 2 hours. He was doing 2 hours signing autographs." Who cares? Who cares? I don't care about that. Get him out of the club.
You know what?
I don't care.
Wait, guys,
You know
let's
what's
wait. Let's get to the straight up, guys. Before we get, let's go straight into the Ollie out part because we actually 10 minutes got 10 minutes left now, guys. Let's talk about the Ollie out situation, man. The board, the media talking, the Gary Neville situation, of course. Let's start off with the Gary Neville, Roy Keane, Michael Richards. Obviously, you guys, you saw that Michael Richards was being technically he was speaking as a Manchester United fan, and of course you got Gary Neville deflecting questions, throwing questions with a question. That's a very good political way to do things. When someone asks you a question, you throw them back a question in terms of the response of their answer. You know, what did you guys think of that situation there? Because Michael Richards said some interesting points. You know, he said that we will sack him for less. People being sacked for less. You know, Norwich manager won a game and ended up getting sacked. We've sacked Van Gaal after winning the FA Cup. We've sacked Jose Mourinho after finishing second and saying second was not good enough. But yet with Ollie, it's okay for him to finish second. It's an achievement. What do you think of that situation?
You know what?
I didn't even.
Michael Richards exposed him on TV. He asked Neville, he said, "Do you think there's better managers out there that could do a better job than Ollie?" Neville struggled to answer that question. He started waffling and he's like, "Yeah, I thought there's better managers. We had the best managers in the world, Mourinho and Van Gaal." And then the TV presenter asked Neville and said, "But when we got those Mourinho and Van Gaal, did they come to the United at the top of their game?" He couldn't answer that question. And then the TV presenter said, "You haven't answered the question." And he started waffling about some next rubbish. So he was getting exposed left, right, and centre. That he couldn't everything that he was asked, he couldn't give a convincing answer for, which showed that he's just basically protecting his friend Ollie, and he's got sympathy for Ollie because he was a failed manager himself at Valencia. So he's just basically put himself in a difficult position because he's been backing Ollie all this time. He's going to make himself look stupid if all of a sudden he's going to say, "Yeah, Ollie's not good enough now," and he's never going to say Ollie out because he's the manager himself.
It's crazy. I saw it as well. I was thinking, and you know what's mad, right? He tried to switch up Michael Richards and go, "Oh yeah, so what? Would you sack Ollie?" But I'm like, hold on, we're asking you the question. Why are you trying to throw it back, bro?
Of course, he will sack him.
At the end of the day, he's a Man City man. Man don't need to answer that question. Man asking you, the Man United so-called fan, should Ollie get sacked, bro? Bro, just keep it 100, bro. Like, bro, stop trying to deflect. I hate that when they talk about the players, bro.
Monzi, what's your thoughts on it, Monzi?
Oh, sorry.
Well, I didn't see it. I was too busy fixing my telly after I threw the remote control at it.
So you didn't see that part? Oh, I wish you could have saw it in the play.
That part was more entertaining than United's performance.
Yeah, it was.
I did see it on Twitter. I heard about it, but Michael Richards is right. Like, I don't like Michael Richards, but you know, he's exactly saying you know, you should sack Ollie. He's he's saying what, you know, and for end of the day, like as you're saying, Neville, Ferdinand, you get Scholes, he don't care. It's like Neville and Ferdinand think they'll end up getting a job at United, I think. So don't want to upset anyone, yeah? Because they keep asking Ferdinand, "Will you do this, do that?" "Oh yeah, probably, yeah." But Scholes, he don't care. You know, he don't care. So he'll say whatever. Paul Ince, I don't like the bloke, but he'll say whatever. Same as Roy Keane. So they just need to get out of this crap. Like, oh yeah, Ollie's our mate. Who cares? He's not doing the job. Get him out. If my best mate was in the job, he wasn't doing good enough, I'll get him out. It's just simple. But yeah, you know, I know the Liverpool game. All Neville's talking about is Liverpool. Oh well, Liverpool are the best. Oh well, no, it's not good enough. We're Man United. We're not blooming Olsey Town or someone stupid like that. We're Man United. Like people saying, who can we get? We should be able to get anyone, even if they're in a job.
Thank you.
Like I said last week, we should be able to get anyone. We shouldn't be pushing the foot around. Who's this? I thought it was Ragnoff. I thought
Yeah,
it was
Ragnar-
some of them
Ragnar.
Vikings. Any on the Vikings?
Who thought Ragnar Lothbrok?
I mean, I thought he died. We don't want him in there. We don't want him to come in and do blah, blah, blah. We want the best, not flipping, you know. And they're saying, yeah, with Mourinho, but they never give Mourinho the money that Ollie's got, Ad. Do you know what I
No,
mean?
no managers have that. No managers have that.
No one has. But they're just that, and everyone's saying, yeah, but it's the Glazers. It's the Glazers. It's yeah, all right, it is the Glazers because they employ the people below them. And they're the ones that make it, you know, they're the ones saying, no, because they're trying to keep. End of the day, Woodward's a clown. We all know he's a clown. He needs to get out. He ain't going to sack Ollie because he thinks, oh, I've sacked 4 managers already. I can't sack another one. It's going to look bad on him. That's what they're all thinking about themselves.
That don't fucking matter. How many times have Abramovich sackled with their managers, bro? You think he gives a shit?
Right. But I know the Glazers, you know, the Glazers are like, they own Tampa Bay and I follow Tampa Bay. And that they got rid of one manager a couple of years ago. But the Glazers employ people to do their job. Not they don't do it. They get other people. But the fact is, they've employed clowns.
Mhm.
You know.
Work experience.
Well said.
Yeah.
Well said. I remember I said the same thing. I did say the same thing you just mentioned. Like, I don't blame the Glazers, you know. I really don't blame the Glazers. These are businessmen, yeah. They own this club. So they bought the club and leave the club in this country for it to be run by its people. And here are these people, the board members. Like,
Right, I don't believe that.
We big up Barbados MFC just says there's rumors picking up on Twitter that Ollie could be sacked tonight.
If Ollie gets sacked tonight,
I've read some rumors that some reports saying that Ollie's has left the country to go to Norway for a break in it, and has set some of these players as well on a break, you know, during the international break. As well, the guys that have to play that can't play, the guys that can't play get international football selection, which is funny because a lot of players now that have been playing under Ole Gunnar Solskjær are no longer international. They're no longer internationals. Like you look at Tellez,
Sancho,
he came to England, and came to Man United. He was a Brazil international, just like, and he's not getting selected. You got also Sancho, which was at England at Dortmund, breaking it in, not getting selected.
Don't get in.
We were chasing Sancho for 2 years.
2 years.
Now
2 years, and you put him on the. No.
And now he's got his England place. He's ruining careers, literally.
And we keep saying Ollie, it's the bud. It's even the players, it's the bud.
And they say he's a very good manager. No, he's not. Ask a lot of these players. Do you think Pogba's happy? Do you think Bruno Fernandes is happy? Do you think Christian? You look at Lingard, look at the treatment of Van der Beek. You look at the Tellez as well. Like Tellez is probably wondering, why am I here? Like, Luke Shaw's been playing shit. Like, and I don't get it again. Matic, do you think Matic is happy with this guy? Mato, who signed a contract extension for he doesn't even know what did he sign that contract extension for. You got people like Grant signing an extension for no damn reason. But a lot of players, I believe, are not really happy under Ollie because he talks a lot of shit and tells them that you give them opportunities. I don't believe in that, man. But guys, listen, we're gonna have to wrap this up, man. We didn't even really get into it because it's coming close to the hour, man. But it's been a good show. Big up to you guys who are tuning. There's been a lot of you that's tuning with your comments and all that stuff. Make sure you subscribe, smash that like, but remember to make sure you share. Make sure you subscribe to Moonsey Talks as well, who's just done his show. Subscribe to Nigerian Englishman who was in the chat as well, guys. And as always, man. But before I leave, man, let me plug in the guys so you can tell them where they can find you. And where can the people find you?
Oh, they'll find me on this channel every Monday and also on Instagram, prettyflaco_16.
And Ems, where can the people find you?
Find me on Twitter, Ems Doms, and that's where you find me.
Quickly, guys. Barbados MFC said, gotta go. I will leave you with the last comment. United need a DM this summer. Is DM a defensive manager or a decent manager? I'm guessing both, bro. And
Both.
Munzi, where can the people find you?
Yeah, you can find me here every Monday and also on my channel, Munzi Talks. I do a Premier League show on a Monday, NFL show on a Wednesday, and yeah, I've got a few other shows coming. But yeah, thanks for having me again.
As always, it's a pleasure.
Ollie out.
Ollie out. Jerome, where can the people find you?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram on the username jwilliams_1.
Yep. And of course, guys, you can find me, of course, here every Monday. you know, hosting one of your favorite shows, of course, which is the Catch Up, where we catch up. And of course, guys, as always, the live match reactions. We are going on an international break. You know, if I feel like doing England match reactions, I might do. You might not get that. Depends on how I feel, because right now I'm not bothered. But guys, the show will be on a break. We will resume once the Premier League resume again for the next volume of the catch up. So guys, it's like a 2 week break, man. But apart from that, tune in for my live. Maybe I might go live for you for latest news. If Oli gets sacked, I will probably go live. And of course, if I can get the guys, if they're not busy or whatever, to come in to give their 2 cents, then I will. But I'm
I would
hoping
love to
that I
come in on
can
that
do
day.
a breaking news. Ollie's got sacked show, you know, catch
I'll
up
be there.
volume, you know, Ollie out, you know, you get me. I want to do that during the international break, but I doubt it, guys. But yeah, guys, as always, remember,
Fingers
you can find me.
crossed.
Fingers crossed. You can find me on my personal Instagram account, which is @Ivorian_Spice. Remember to follow the official Instagram account of Reggie Knight TV, which is Reggie Knight TV1, and also the TikTok, which is Reggie Knight TV, and the same as the Twitch, Reggie Knight TV. As always, of course, guys. As always, I can't be bothered right now. I'm not in the best mood. My ladies, you know what it is. You know what time it is. You know what you have to do. Share it to your ex-boyfriend, your current boyfriend. As always, man. Let's big ups to everyone. Peace and love to everyone else from here. We'll see you next time. Guys, Manchester United fans, as always, as I say, remember to keep it united as much as you can. I know right now it's frustrated. And remember to keep it Red United. Peace out. Hey, please.
Ollie out.
Ollie out. Ollie
Ollie
out.
out.
Ollie out.